So Terence Bud Crawford is sparring Shakur Stevnson for his camp against Errol Spence Jr. Obviously, this is the mega fight, guys. We're so close. The countdown has officially begun. We're days away from this fight. We used to be saying months. Now we were saying weeks. But look at this. We're nearly, close to the most exciting fight that's happened in the past 5 to 7 years since Pacquiao Mayweather. This is the fight that everyone's talking about. Maybe not a lot of people are appreciating it and talking about it as much as they should be in terms of, outside of the boxing world. But in terms of boxing purists, we already know what this fight is, But let's talk about Shakur Stevnson, and, he's going to be sparring. He's been sparring and been in camp with Terence Bud Crawford for this camp against Errol Spence Jr. And a lot of people have things to say. Oh, why are you sparring a guy like Shakur Stevnson in the lower weight divisions? He's coming up from 130, he's fighting at 135, and you're going to be fighting Errol Spence, who's, pushing 147, ready to go to 154, 160. But you guys have to understand that, guys like Shakur come once in a lifetime, in my opinion. I'm really confident that Shakur is eventually going to take over, the sport of boxing. I think he's already becoming, one of the faces of boxing. He's becoming that big name. He's turning into a superstar. And for Terence Bud Crawford to say, I could be sparring other guys, but I'm going to take away from Shakur Stevnson and, take him into my camp and kind of, pick his brain a little bit. That says so much about Shakur Stevnson and how confident Terence Bud Crawford is in Shakur. Shakur has a lot to offer. Basically, wiped out the 130-pound division. No one could beat him. Now he's at 135, where I don't know if a lot of people can beat him. Potentially Tank, but that's basically the only guy I think that has a chance against Shakur. But sparring a guy like Shakur Stevnson, you guys have to remember, it's not always about the weight. Sometimes it's about, being able to compete with the best, thinkers in boxing, the ones with the best IQ. Those are the guys that are going to push you mentally. Terence Crawford, he's in shape. He has the physical ability to go 12 rounds with, a tremendous fighter like Errol Spence. But does he have the IQ? Does he have that mental strength that Shakur Stevnson is going to push him? He's going to push Terence Crawford to the brink the same way that Terence Crawford pushes Shakur when he helps, Shakur with, his camp. So this is the kind of stuff that makes fighters great. I love it when people say stuff like, why are you sparring a guy that's weight classes below you? Because he's great. He has that intellect. He has that boxing IQ that's going to help Terence Crawford, come July 29th. He's using Shakur as an asset so that when he faces a guy like Errol Spence, who is a southpaw, who's very tricky himself, Shakur has a good jab, Errol has a good jab. So it makes a lot of sense to me. I don't get why people question it. You want to be in there with one of the greatest fighters. You could be sparring 147 pounders, 54 pounders, and I think he should. I think he should be sparring bigger guys, but at the same time, you want to get in the ring with guys like Shakur. And you can't think that Shakur is the only guy that Terence Crawford's getting in the ring with and sparring with. You guys have to understand that these guys have multiple sparring partners on deck. And, just questioning the fact that he's sparring Shakur, like, these guys have a close relationship. They're two of the most talented fighters, in the sport of boxing. So it makes all the sense in the world to me that they'd spar, that they get the work in, because when you're at the top, you don't want to spar guys that are below you. You want to spar guys that are at the same level as you, even better than you, so that you're getting challenged in the gym. You don't want to beat up guys that can't compete with you, because that doesn't prove anything. That doesn't make you a better fighter. Terence Crawford's bringing Shakur Stevnson into his camp because he knows Shakur is going to push him to, Terence Crawford's maximum potential, and that's what every fighter needs. And I think it's a great, decision from Terence Crawford to be sparring guys like Shakur and having guys like Shakur in his camp to give him different looks, give him something to think about. If Shakur has tips, he's going to let him know. And if Terence has tips for Shakur, obviously, they're learning from each other. They're making each other great. They have guys like Keyshawn Davis, all these guys, all these talented fighters within that camp and friendship that they hold so close together. That's greatness. That's going to make greatness. That's going to make, the future of boxing. Guys like Shakur, guys like Keyshawn Davis. Those are the guys that are going to carry boxing and transcend the sport. So, I'm excited to see July 29th what goes down. I'm still picking Errol Spence to win the fight, but it just bothers me when people say, why are you sparring guys like Shakur in camp when you're going to be fighting, Errol Spence? You should be fighting bigger guys. He is doing that, but he's also, taking Shakur in because Shakur has that mental intelligence, the IQ, that's going to, push and make him better and, get ready for July 29th. It's going to be a hell of a fight. I'm excited for it. I know you guys can't wait. You know, make sure you guys buy that pay-per-view because it's going to be worth it. You guys are going to get your money's worth. I can guarantee that from this fight. But let me know in the comments what you guys think about Shakur Stevenson, you know, getting into camp with Terence Crawford, training for the Errol Spence fight, for you know, helping out Terence. You know, I think it's a great opportunity. I think it's a great thing to see these guys working together to accomplish the same goal. They both want to be great, and then we'll see if it was worth the juice was worth the squeeze on July 29th. So it's going to be interesting. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. We'll keep you guys updated with any intel we get. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.
That's going to do it for another NASFight Media video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been your boy, Matt Nabong, with another video. Hope you guys enjoyed it all. Thank you guys for the constant support. Salute to y'all always. It's been your boy.